Welcome, welcome. It's a Friday. Welcome once again. We're in the program Reconnection right here in the Sunshine City of Zimbabwe, Harare. My name is Liz Chengeta. Chiera Special. Would like to apologize for last week's hiccups, or it was due to network challenges. But today, yes, we have started a bit late because of network. But yeah, we are happy. We are online right now. Yes, it is Reconnection. I'm with brother Amos Mahendere, who is our guest. Like last week, unfortunately, we didn't have any audio, but today he's right here. Hello, my brother. Welcome to the program.
You're welcome, my sister. How are you and how is family?
Family is good, great, smiling as usual.
We thank God for that. Yeah, we are good. How are you, everybody? I greet you in the name of Jesus Christ, wherever you are.
Yeah, today we are going to be talking to Amos Mahendere, my brother. Vakomana Mabachi, if you still
Mm.
remember. I don't see the bachi. Where is it?
Yeah, ihovhorosi pabasa. Ndaenda pabasa ndobva ndapfeka hovhorosi yekuti ndichiita basa. No, you will see them very soon. I've got a new design that I have, new colors, very bright. You'll see them very soon.
Okay, who is Amos Mahendere?
Well, Amos Mahendere is myself. I was born on the 1st of February 1976, born in Harare, Tsanana Clinic. And so I can say born and bred in Harare, and I'm still in Harare. So that's Amos Mahendere. And I did my primary school in Chitungwiza at Chinembiri school, and I did my O level at Seketo High. I finished my O levels, and I did well, and that's Amos Mahendere.
How many are you in the family, Amos?
In the family, we are seven, four boys and three girls. Unfortunately, one girl passed away, so we are now six. Uh, four brothers and three sisters.
Married?
We are all married. Even my sisters are all married. No vacancy.
No vacancies. Okay, Amos.
Yeah.
You have been in the music circles, music industry for quite a while. How did this all start?
Well, this started long back. I remember my mother and my father are the ones who started with singing. So you see, it started in house. Like before we sleep, we grew up in a Christian family. Our parents they actually taught us to pray and to know God all the time. So before we sleep, all the time we used to pray. Now, before we pray, my mother used to sing some songs. So we started singing as a family quartet. So we sing as a family quartet. My mother would start a song, then as a family, I would just join her. Everyone joins. That's how we started singing. Yeah, it was late 80s. It's long back. Yeah, long back. Even Michael, my young brother, Minister Michael, he was born um, in a family yanga vanhu vanga kutoimba kudhara. So when he was growing achitongotamba kadiki achida kupindawo now, he joined us. And when he was about 5 years old, 1996 years, 1994, that's when I decided to record as the Mahendere Brothers. That's when the Mahendere Brothers, Vakomana Mabach, came in the music industry.
1994.
1994.
Which song was that?
We did a song which was called Pasirashata. You know, that Nika ino yapinduka yatonanga kumawere yamirira kuparatswa iwe chitiza neupenyu wako. You know, it was long back. Yeah.
And how did the Mabachi, the jackets come about?
Right, you know, I'm somebody who used to admire these guys, the musicians from West Africa, the Mayways, the Salificators. They used to put on those long jackets. Now, my father is a Chewa man, a Jao. He's from Malawi. Both of my parents, in fact, my mother, her father, he was also a Shao man. So it's a culture in the blood, a culture in the family. So my father, I mean, I know before we joined the Christianity fellowship families, we used to go to Muslim church. So we used to put on those kofias and long kanju jackets. So it just came to me that I mustn't drop my culture. It's always good to remember where I'm coming from, and it's always good to lift the culture that my parents have actually brought us up into. Yeah. So that's when we decided to design long jackets. That's where Vakomana Mabachi came from. Long jacket, boys. And um, I remember I used to go to some celebrations that used to happen when my sekuru, when my uncle was still alive. They could dance, like this Yao thing. So I used to like dancing. So when we came into gospel music, wow, it wasn't easy. I tell you, it wasn't easy because I remember those days. Gospel music was something which was shakadzikama. You were not supposed to paparika. You're not supposed to dance. You're not allowed. We're not allowed to dance in gospel music. For your own information, my and the brothers, we are the ones who brought dancing in gospel music in Zimbabwe, and we became victims.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
I, you know what? From 1994, I have got articles that were written in the newspaper, and I used to cut them. I have them right now. Next time I'll bring them and I'll show you with the reporter who wrote something about the Mahendres. They were saying,
You're still bitter, eh?
and it's exciting now. I'm no longer bitter because they used to say, they said Mahendere brought dead dancing in gospel. Eish, those days there was Baba Jordan Chataika, Baba Manyeruke, Brian Sibalo, and Shuvai Utaonashe, the family singers. Those were the giants in Zimbabwe of gospel music. I remember there was this lady who came from Bulawayo again, Christabel. Yes. So those were the groups that could do live shows for gospel. So we used to do some live shows in Harare Gardens. So when you attend the show, you could see Baba Nyerere singing Dinamatire Ndiko Kunamatira oh, Hallelujah. This music. Dim, dim. So you can't dance for like you just have to shake your body, just move like showing that you are there, you are alive, but not like dancing. I remember Utaona Sheshuva used to sing Nditorei ndinatsei ndisukei mwari oye oh mwari. That's long back. I know vafana vechidiki variko mazuva ano vafana vediwe dance hall. You don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking history of gospel music in Zimbabwe. That's when the Mahendere brothers was born into gospel music. We came in with a GT song. Our first song was a GT song. That Nyika yapinduka. Yeah. Then we did the video. It was 1990. The video came out in 1995. That's it was a track. It was a cassette. Yeah, cassette. Yeah. There were no CDs. Yeah, it was a cassette with reels. Like with that reel. It had 6 tracks. I think. I can't even remember the other songs. It's
You
from
don't know who
yeah.
performed that.
I don't even remember. I see. Because we did so many projects after that. Now, there we were. We were in the music industry. The industry was growing. It was after I met a guy by the name Charles Moyo. He used to play with Brian Sebalo. So he's the one who connected me with Tendai Ngwerume, who used to produce for the family singers then. So now we joined in with the Bryce Balo. We started doing live shows with them. 96, 97, we tried to have a contract with a bigger recording company. So we went to Grammar Records. By then it was somewhere in the industrial area. I can't remember. I'd been there. So we went there and we told them that we are the ones who sang Nika Inu Pinduka. So now we want to do our second CD, our second cassette. So can you help us? And they said, no, you have to come for auditions. We try that. Can you sing? Then we went for auditions and we qualified. We recorded another CD, another cassette. That one brought out some hit songs like kana uri upenyu wepanyika pano kuneva nenjere vanopira kuna mwari. Right. After that song, it was 1997. The song, we did a video. After we did the video, it was broadcasted on ZTV. Wow. Wow. We were dancing in that video. It was new in the eyes of all Zimbabweans, from Christians to non-believers. They were always shocked, like, ha, the music go as far as these people can dance, can celebrate. Yeah, I know. We introduced something new. Then the media again came after me and said, oh, he's continuing with his dirty dancing, blah, 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 blah. But now, here comes Mahendere brothers with long jackets. We were now recognized in the industry. Then there was a show which was done in Harare Gardens one day. Now, it was after we did Nyika Inu Yapinduka, but we had only one cassette. And, we used to just sing in churches. But then, people were invited to sing in Harare Gardens, sharing the stage with these other guys. The show was well marketed, I tell you. Seguti, by 11 in the morning, the whole stadium was packed, and we were invited to take part in that show, to perform, yeah, to be curtain, the others, the many more, to curtain raise the function. And they were looking for us. Why are those young guys? Go on stage now, go on stage. Want you to sing. Wait, what are you doing? Go on stage. I said, nah, okay, guys, let's go on stage. The ground was full, already packed. Because people were expecting Rebecca Malope and Vuyo Mukwena then. Yeah, it was the first time for them to come and perform in Zimbabwe, those South Africans. So people came in early in that stadium, in that arena. Now, 11 o'clock, the stadium was packed. Then we were taken on stage. All big artists were not there. Even if they were there, they were not interested in performing, because they wanted to perform Kwadzia later, So I had all the time. You see, then we went on stage with my brothers. We started playing. I remember we started with a song by which was Pakutanga Shoko. It was Pakutanga Shoko Rakangariripo Shoko Rakangariri Kuna Mwari Shoko Rakangariri Ivo Mwari Upenyu Waiva Mavari Mwari. I felt the presence of God when I started playing that song. And to my surprise, everyone jumped. The whole stadium went wild. And we were young, and we were dancing with these long jackets. Whoa, just chapiti. And then now the promoters, now the organizers of the function were like, amused, like, what's happening now? The show is starting like this. Hey. I did first song, second song, third song, fourth song, fifth song, the whole cassette. Now, I ran out of songs. I no longer have songs. I ran out of songs. And all these other artists, they don't want to perform. And we are the only guys there. Then, I did Kanauru Pinyo Panika from, I don't know, people were like crazy. After we performed that song, we just dropped the guitars and we left the stage. And now everyone was like, yeah, one more for us. I no longer have the songs. It was so powerful, and the media houses were there. They were like, they were shocked to see us performing like that. That's how my brothers started in the music industry. We started at a very high note, and we got this serious respect from them. And we thank God that from that day we performed on the stage. I had my father on me with us on the stage. He was with us, my mother was with us. So these are the people that I always say, may God really, really bless them. And I thank God that they are still alive and they always support us. Even today, when I left home coming here, I told my father that I'm going on live on television, and he said, I'm with you. We always pray about it. So they are prayer warriors, they are always behind us. So you see,
Why didn't you bring him along? He's your
um,
mentor.
he is my mentor. Yes. What I'm planning is to give him his chance alone, because he's got so much to tell you. He raised us. It wasn't easy, and I remember things were not like as simple as they are now.
Okay.
So now these parents, they are my. I don't know them. I love them. I love them so much. Yes.
Okay, so tell us more about yeah, you said you know the whole listeners, the musicians, like they really appreciated your music on the stage. And what did the journalists say after that? Because they said you had brought dirty dancing in the gospel circles.
All right.
So after the show, what did they say?
After the show, the next day, I was shocked to see all the newspapers. I was on the front page with my jacket like. These guys, they rocked the show. They took over the show. They stole the show. You know, I was told that people were saying even the South Africans, they never matched our performance. People were like shocked to see young boys. Like Michael was just 7 years. He was very young. Then he was 7 or 8 years, and Mishek was. There's Akim, is our elder brother. Myself, Amos. Then Mishek Mahendere and Michael Mahendere is the last born Kwakomana. You see, so we are the blood brothers, but we're working with our cousins, our cousin brothers from my mother's side. But Michael was the youngest, and Misha was even very young, and he was playing bass guitar. He was holding this big guitar, could groove it, and he could go with it. People were like, "Ha, what's happening?" So it was something new in Zimbabwe. So after we performed, after the show, we all everywhere. We hit the headlines. Mahendra Brothers rocked the show. Mahendra Brothers stole the show. The journalist who wrote Mahendra brought dead dancing. He wrote something funny, like the West, they were using their West, what. He continued with his criticism. How can you use your West to dance when you're singing gospel music? You see, but I never listened to that, and I continued to put new choreographs, new dances. Now, after that,
Who was teaching you the dances?
to be honest with you, I was teaching them.
Oh, so you're the choreographer.
Yes, what I do
Even
is,
up to now.
if you give me a platform right now, I can show you that hey, it's still there. So I have this style that I do. I watch other musicians performing. I'm just telling you my secret now. I
It's
can't,
no longer a secret.
yeah, I have to tell you that I appreciate what the other musicians does in the industry. So, in fact, I can say there's no musician who composed his own thing from nowhere. If you see a musician writing a song, it's actually connected to something that he or she had somewhere, sometime way back. You know, you can hear a song. You won't even tell that you are enjoying the song, but it just enters you after or 6 or 1 year. That song will come back to you, but you won't know the words, the lyrics or what, but the way it was done, you can hear it in your mind. Then you start to develop a song from the beat that you hear in your mind. So it's not like you are composing a song from nowhere. No, it's from someone. So every artist must appreciate the other artist who is doing something somewhere. So I don't want to lie to you. I am a Muslim from my background. My father and my mother, they are all Muslims. They were Muslims. Now we are in a Christian now. Now, I enjoyed music from DRC Congo. I used to like the Pepe Kales, the Kanda Bongo Meni, and the Sokus. And somebody said, this pastor, how come he likes to watch rumba music? It's just rumba music. Music is music. What is called gospel are the words that we say. So music is music. It is called gospel because I preach good news with rock beat, rumba beat, sungura beat, or country beat. But what is called gospel are the ways that we say. But I used to enjoy the musicians from DRC. They dance. They dance very well. And when I watch them dancing, yeah, I sometimes try to copy them. You see, so that's how I got to do my choreographs. Then after I copy them, I um, introduce my own choreographs. I can actually compose my own choreographs. So this is what I do. I am the choreographer.
Okay.
Yes. After we did the show, I started to be to get invitations from churches and other organizations. With the God's grace, we were given a chance to move around with this organization, which was entertaining people, campaigning about HIV. It was called Entertainers Against AIDS. It was myself and Andy Brown, the late Andy Brown, was also part of that team. So we were given this contract because we were singing gospel music. We were singing good news, and performing very well. It's not good news with the entertainment inside it. So we grabbed the contract and we started moving around the whole country, Zimbabwe. We traveled everywhere. That's how Mahendere name became a household name because we were known every corner of the country. Then the journalists now, what they started to say now, yeah, you see, Mahendere brothers are original. That's what they said.
You will do
Yeah,
originals.
Mahendere brothers are original. They don't copy anyone. They brought something new in gospel music. They are not like others. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I felt good because I made it. They started to appreciate. Came year end 1998. I was shocked because God did something very amazing, and that miracle, I can call that a miracle. Some people might be ignorant about it. You might not have the know-how of what is happening. 1998, with Karaoru Penyo Banyika, after we did the video, we became the first gospel group in Zimbabwe to win the award on ZTV Best Video Award. And from that time until last 3 years ago, Zimbabwe ZTV, Zimbabwe Television, used to just take all musicians in one basket. There was no gospel music, there was no sungura music. All together, all musicians from Baba Tongai Moyo, Baba Tuku, Jakata, and Machesos, they were all there. The Bundu boys, the Kiama boys, and we were there. We all used to do videos, and there was no gospel segment. It was just Zimbabwean music. And we competed in 1998. We took the best video award
Wow.
of the year, the best video of the year. Being a gospel group, we took that video for the first time in Zimbabwe. Right? 2003, we did another video, which is called Psalms 23. Jehovah ndiye mufudzi wangu hapana chandinotya. Amen, amen, hallelujah. I did the video. I went to the desert and I did the video. It was something nice. It was a new approach again. Then I took the best video of the year again. So from 1998, 99, it was Nkomaleda Chakata who took the best video. 99, 2000, it was Mkoma Clive Malunga. Yeah, Jena Guru. 2001, I think it was Nkoma Shakata again. 2002, Dewa Tonga Emoyo took the video, the best video of the year. Okay. 2003, I took the best video again. Wow. Gospel musician. And by that time, all the journalists now, they were now looking for other things, like to complain. They started saying other things rather than they dance, because by 2003, all gospel musicians had the dancers on stage. Everyone was just like dancing. So it was something very, very powerful in the music industry, especially from the gospel side. We took 2003 Best Video Award again for the second time. Right? 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, I did a video. That one, I wanted to act a movie, and I titled it Mabasa Inyama, The Works of Flesh. So I had a script, but it was too late for me to do that movie because I didn't have sponsors. Then I wrote a song. That song was the title song for the movie. It was called Mabasa Enyama Anowoneka Pakuzvikudza Pakuda zvinonyadzisa nekunamata zvifananidzo. So there's a part and I Jehovah fungai nezvangu Mwari wene zvangu Baba wene zvangu ini handizotyi apo Mwari muchigara neni. I went to Doves. I was talking about a man who was filthy rich, but his riches were coming from dirty works. He used to do drugs, used to kill other people, collecting all his riches. But now, time came when he died in an operation, and he died, an operation of these drug dealings. He died, and then it was him and his God. So I went to Doves Morgan and collected a coffin, a casket there. So I was acting as the rich man who died, and I got into the coffin and I stand. It was for the first time in Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans were like, oh, it's a taboo. They were shocked. Is he dead? Is he alive? Everyone was talking about it. The video was good. And I submitted it to the National Arts Council for NAMA nominations. 2006, I took the Best Video Award, NAMA, with that video for the third time. Now, why am I saying this? I'm not being pompous, but check the record. If you check Zimbabwe record from 80s, I don't know. We are the only gospel group, my brothers, to win Best Video Award on ZTV. From that time until today, there's no gospel artist Ambota winner award Best Video on ZTV. So this is the glory of God. That's why we call ourselves Wakomana Mabaji. If you hear Wakomana Mabaji, if you see Minister Michael doing what he's doing, he's coming from far. He's not just coming from Serikwemba. No, we are from far. Tavakuri.
Well, that's Amos Mahendere there. We're in the program Reconnection right here on Zim DITV Radio Online with Liz Chengeta. Reconnection. We are reconnecting with the Mahendere brothers. Well, let's take a listen to one of their songs right now. Enjoy. Welcome back. Reconnection is the program. Welcome aboard the flight. Enjoy. Yes, we are with Brother Amos Mahendere, reconnecting with his past. You've heard him telling us about where he basically came from, and now we are getting into the present. What are you up to? What's happening? You've been quiet for a while.
Yes.
What's happening?
What's happening is that I've been quiet. Yes, it's because I changed my jersey. I decided to become a music producer in 2010. I was producing the upcoming musician and the seasoned ones. I was just producing music, doing marketing and distribution. Why? It's because as an artist, I used to get my promotion, my distributions from bigger companies. I can't mention their names. But what I used to get from them was something that you cannot even appreciate. People, you know what? People, you see us musicians walking in the streets, your request for an autobiograph, blah blah blah. It's just a name. Most of the musicians, it was just like a name. Those companies, they were just ripping musicians. What you do is you record your music, you give it to them to do your marketing and distribution. Quarterly, after 3 months, they will tell you that you have sold almost 50 or 100, 120 CDs, cassettes, and they give you $50 or $100. Do you think you will survive with $50, $60 after 3 months? Then I was questioning myself, because I could move around. I would move around in the city center. You see, there's a record bar there. You see somebody selling music. You know, the time that we came into the music industry, there was no piracy way. Kwakusina piracy because technology was not advanced as it is now. There were those plates, those record vinyl record that you can play. You can't make that at home. So it was only that recording company with the access to do such you see everything. So now there was no piracy, which means they were supposed to pay us well. Because if you release your song, if you release an album, when it is said that it has sold, it has sold. No one else can sell it from outside because there was no piracy. But then we used to get nothing. I can tell you the likes of Vana Mukomandena Didembo, Vana Mukoma John Chibadura. Those were the legends. Vana Baugichi Yangwa. Those were powerful musicians. But if you check their record, what did they left when they died? Nothing. Nothing. They had nothing. Kutoti munhu anofa unachitorigwa nezvigure ari musician. No, it was bad. Then I was analyzing that and I said to myself, no, I've been in the music industry for a long time now. Being an artist who is just singing, but it wasn't paying us usually fair. Then I said to myself, no, what if I change and become a music producer? I changed to be I didn't go out of the music industry, no, but I just changed to be a music producer.
Because Omongo akutotika vasakara vachagona, he has lost the vibe.
Well, yeah, my views, Evan, Aungarambe, you can't say no to the views, but what I want to tell you guys is that I'm still kicking, I'm alive, I'm there. I became a music producer. What I'm doing now is we recorded 2 projects with the Mahendere brothers, and
Why do you keep saying my little brothers? Where are the sisters?
well, the sisters are there, but when we started this thing, I told you, we started as the Mahendere brothers. Well, the sisters, I grew up with this culture, in this culture where vanhu vatema vemunozimbabwe used to say vanasikana sometimes vaitosatenduswa chikoro, because we believe that when you work with them, if you do a deal with the musikana wemumba, when she grows up, she's taken by somebody, and that somebody will give a new government, and that government will disturb everything that you have planned for years. So I said to my brothers, no, let's not include these girls, because when they grow up, they will go to their husbands and they will leave us. One. So we just grew up as my brothers. But now we took them. We are singing with them. 2010, when I decided to produce music, I said to Michael, because you know what Minister Michael used to do, we could do live shows. I do praise music. I do dance music. So when I go for a show, make sure when you attend my brother's show, you have to come there strong, because you spend the whole day dancing. It's a praise, and it's a praise show. But after we do the praise, Mr. Michael Mahendere used to say, no, I want to just do two songs, worship songs, and then we pray, we close the show. So we used to give him the mic, then you do this worship songs. Then he was good at worship songs. And he said, guys, let's consider to record these worship songs. Then I said, now with the Mahendere brothers, with our jackets and blah blah, worship songs, no. Why don't you do the worship songs? Let's brand the Mahendere brothers. Do worship songs. We support you as a family. We'll do the marketing and distribution of everything. Then he did his first CD, Getting Person of God 1, where I featured on in the song ends, we are soldiers, soldiers of the cross. In the name of Jesus, we are conquerors. Hiyo ndakapinda because even my jive, So I just featured on that one. So we started supporting Minister Michael from 2010. He did the first CD, and he did the second CD with the hit song Handinga Kanganwe Marija Munditira. Yeah. And I took the music into the market. I started to distribute the music. So I designed a vehicle with speakers and microphones, with the guys moving around every city in this country, every township, every line, making noise, every day, 24/7. We used to work marketing the music from Minsa Michael. I did the marketing, the distribution, and everything. Now people, they don't know. They started saying they splitted, they are no longer together, but it is you who is saying that. But we were eating from that. The family was cool when we were cool with what is happening. Now we did another Getting Personal Go to 3. I featured the song Daverenga Makomborero Daona Kawanda. It's a nice song again with together. We are marketing that one. We are marketing that one. We are selling it as my family, as my brothers. I'm selling that one. But we did an album with the Mahendere brothers now. This is the present that we are talking about. We have got an album titled Rebirth. The CD is there, is now ready. We are recording the DVD.
Who's Rebirth?
Rebirth now is the Mahendere brothers. It's a rebirth to those people who used to say they are gone, they are dead. You see, but what I believe is if you plant a seed, you think it's dead. When it comes out, it brings forth a multiplier, everything. You just wonder. You see, so I was quiet. I was doing what I was doing, but I was in the ground. So now we are back. The Mahendere Brothers is around. Produced by the Mahendere Brothers, marketed and distributed by the Mahendere Brothers. We are back.
Sorry, you do the producing, the marketing just for the Mahendere or for any other gospel musician?
Right. What I'm doing is the marketing and distribution. I'm distributing for the Mahendere Brothers only. But producing recordings, I'm recording any artist, because we are running a studio somewhere in town. You can come and record your music stuff. We've got a very good studio. So the marketing and distribution, I'm still doing for the Mahendere brothers only, because I don't have the capacity to market other artists.
Has this producer is this been your profession, or Being a producer, music producer, or whatever? Has this been your profession or being in the music industry?
Yeah, what I can say is this is from God. I never went for any school to learn music. No, but what I did is I just started singing from Norway. Singing from Norway, I get into a studio. I see an engineer engineering music. I see an engineer operating his machine. I listen to the sound that he is giving me, the EQs that he is putting on his faders. Then I can tell him, no, this sound is not good for me. Let's do it this way. I could hear an engineer saying, how come you're coming out with this sound? So it's just inside me. In fact, it's inside the Mahenderes because we are all producers, we all produce music, we all play instruments, we all sing. So this is a family gift. God gave us the gift. Then
So what's your profession, then? What is your profession?
I'm a multi-talented man. I can tell you something that you will not believe. I do motor mechanics.
Wow,
Yes,
really?
I do motor mechanics. I do auto electricity for cars. I can do it pretty well. I've worked in South Africa in garages doing that. My family survived through that as well. It's a profession. That one is a profession because I learned at a school, but I don't have the passion of doing it. I love to do music. You see, I might do that sometime, but I love to do music. Music is my life. God gave it to me, and I believe. You know what? There's a word that one man of God told me that God gave every human on earth a gift. When a baby is born, that baby is born holding a gift. The only thing that we have to do is that for a person to realize his or her gift. If you realize the gift that you have, that gift will put bread on your table. Never underestimate a person who is a joker or who's an athlete. You know, munhu anotorarama kuti a millionaire drive fancy cars because anomanya. You see, if you check I love to do bodybuilding. It was also something that I was like expecting to get money from it because I love weightlifting.
What happened to it?
I'm growing up now. I'm still trying.
So you didn't live to the dream car.
I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing the dream. One day you hear Pastor Amos Mahendere, heavyweight winner. I'm still pushing weights.
I, 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 I don't think I would want to see that.
Because what I'm doing is I'm pursuing. I'm checking which gift did God give to me. Which one exactly? Because I've got so many things that I know that I can do. Every morning I get into the gym. I lift heavy weights. I enjoy lifting heavy weights. I heard some people sometimes they were saying, Amos Mahendere, we are. He's a drug addict because when he goes on stage, he uses too much power and the guy doesn't get tired. From 10 to 5 o'clock, you see him jumping. No. I exercise every morning. Every day I exercise. It's in my blood. I'm strong. So I'm using the gift that God gave me. And I thank God the gifts are paying. I want to give you a testimony uh, from our family. I thank God that He chose me to be the breadwinner of the family. People didn't know. Um, from 1992, that's when I finished my school, my ordinary level. 1992. 93, I started to work somewhere, and I was driving my combi, commuter omnibuses, those combis. And God blessed me after we released our music, and I bought my own combi. From that combi, I took care of the whole family. the whole Mahendere family, to the extent that every day I could buy 6 loaves of bread. Zwaramwari, every day 6 loaves of bread. And if we were to buy meat, I would buy $5 meat, $5 every day. And we were staying together because our parents, when my father came from Malawi, he came alone. He didn't have a brother or a cousin brother here. These cousin brothers that we sing with, they are from my mother's side. From our father, it is only him. He came from Malawi and he landed into Zimbabwe. So his relatives, Tisuisus, the 4 brothers. So he used to say, look, my sons, if you go away from each other, no, things won't work. You have to stay together. That's our culture. So he taught us to stay together, and he taught us to love each other. We had this love. We have this brother love that we have is so strong. To all those critics, those people who think my brothers splitted, you are joking. You are playing. It will never happen. You can never separate my brothers. It's a lie. We are coming from far. For your own information, we used to put kufekedzana hembe. Like if my brother has got a shirt.
I was actually going to ask you, okay, since you are now married and you're saying you're still united, you still do the things that you used to do together, how are you managing with the wives?
Yeah, the truth is the wives, they are coming from other families, and they were raised there, culture yavo. So when they come into the Mahendere family, you come with your culture, and we see it. We sit you down and we tell you that this your culture is not our culture. Our culture as the Mahendere is to love each other, as brothers, to love each other. And our wives, they know that we love each other. Right now, I can go to Michael and I can take any suit from his wardrobe. I can tell him that I want to put on this suit. I can take it. He can come to my house. He can take anything that he wants. I can go to Akim's house, my brothers. I take what I want. Totofekedzana hembe. Zvekutoti madzimai edu, our wives were like, what is happening?
And this is happening even right now.
You can call Mike right now. He can tell you that I've got this jacket that I have to give it back. You see, that's what we do. So you people out there, when you see us, the thing is, we are now grown-ups. One thing, Mahendere is a brand. It's a legacy. It's now a big company. Takura, we are now grown-ups. There is no way I can be with Michael always now, because I'm no longer holding his hand now. Akura is mature, is now on his own. But on his own, just to take care of his family and the kids. Not on his own, he's no longer part of the family. He is my brother. You see? So, Bakadzi Vedu, our wives, they know. I will talk to the producers one time. I want to bring them. I want you to ask them. They will tell you how strict we are. So when they came into the family, we taught them the love that we grew up in. We gave them the God that we pray, we worship. Because God is love. Anamwari ndiye unanurudu. Kana uchida kuti unonzi unonamata unamwari, have love. If you don't have love,
love is not love until you give it away.
You see, so our wives, they know that we love them and we love God and we love each other. So that what snake the Mahendere is splitted, blah blah blah. No, it's a lie. It's a legacy now. It's a brand. For your own information, you sing Minister Michael Mahendere singing, and some are saying, this is where the Mahendere brothers end. Oh, you are lying to yourselves. I took my son. I've got a son who's 5 years old now. I took him in the studio. He sang on the album that we did with the Mahendere brothers. He's 5 years. I just did that to demonstrate that these boys can sing, and the Mahendere is there to stay. It's not going anywhere. We are getting old, yes, but our legacy is going to lift this glory forever. His name is Joshua. We are calling him young minister Joshua. So he featured on the Mahenderes, and right now he's in the studio. He's doing his single. You will hear very soon. So what you're seeing with the Mahenderes, what is present now, is totally the glory, the grace of God. Yes, we had some squabbles as a family, but whenever something happens, something wrong happens, we call up a meeting. We sit down with our family, with our families, our wives, and our parents, and we rebuke that demon. If it's my wife or somebody's wife, we say, no, this is wrong. God doesn't like this. Then we say, forgive each other. So this is how we are surviving.
Minister Michael Mahendere seems to be on the shy side. How does he manage?
I think he's now growing up because he's the shy side. But I'm glad that last time I checked, he's now dancing on stage. He's now into it. So I thank God for that. It's improving.
Brother Amos, unfortunately, we're running out of time. What's your future plans?
Our future plans is that my brothers are back, and as a music producer, I've introduced the joy to the Christian society that you used to enjoy the days when we grew up, when we used to attend the Ngoya Kwanas. People used to gather together as gospel musicians. So, by the grace of God, we had a vision from the other pastors. There are people in need, the vulnerable and vulnerable people who are in need. So we want to give them something, we want to give to the community. So I'm saying we want to gather together as gospel musicians again and raise some funds to give to the charities. But we are doing that just to glorify God and to give Christians in Zimbabwe that time to celebrate together again, live gospel shows. So I'm working with Rufaro Nenyasha music festivals. It's a Rufaro Nyasha which brings Nyasha to the community. We are only doing this for the charity, but you are going to witness gospel musicians on stage. So our future is that we are going to have shows annually twice a year. Like this year, 5 August, we have a DVD recording in Chitungiza Aquatic Complex. December will be in Harare Gardens, or will be in the HICC. So it's happening. The future is there. What I want is to be a true legend. I've been there, Mama. From Baba Manyeruke, Jordan Chataika, Brian Sibalo, myself, Abacharamba, the Utaonashes, we are coming from far. And Vangwekuru Vakatisia, they passed away, but we are there. We want the legacy to stand as gospel musicians. So I want to be a true legend. I want people to say, Baba Mahendere, no, he's a legend. Kuti takufara in the gospel circles, we have the shows. So that's our future.
Your words of wisdom to upcoming gospel musicians?
My words of wisdom to upcoming gospel musicians is that never give up, because like now with these social media houses, the way you do your song, somebody will discourage you. If you listen to these discouragements, you go down straight. What you have to do is to close your ears and focus, because God gave you that gift, and I prophesy that that gift is going to sustain you. So if you listen, you go down. Say yes, there's room for me to improve, because you're an upcoming musician. Look at me, I started in 1994. But even now, some people are saying, but look, I have a trailer of gospel musicians that I really produced, and I tell you, I produced Kudzinya Kujga. Kudzinya Kujga, I met him Pachikoro at Form 3. And I did a show. It was on a fashion day. I performed at the school and they said, I can sing. Can I try? Can you play for me? We gave him the microphone. Then he sang, Gadzirira, Yanga Pasipano, Yekuyenda, Kunabab, Ishe, Inandizo. And I said, no, look, this is a good song. Let us record you. We recorded him. We promoted him. did a video for him. I was a presenter on ZTV then. I pushed this song on ZTV. He is now a household name. Ask my Mashabavi, Fungisai, Pano. Ask her. I took her, I hold her hand. I did shows with her. Achitanga Quimba, I used to organize shows for my brothers. We took Fungisai everywhere in the country. Look at her. So even if people are saying, Amos Mahendere, Gone, but look at what I did. I have a trailer.
I know. We can go on and on and on until tomorrow, Amos.
Yeah.
But I would like to thank you so much for coming along, and thank you so much for blessing our program Reconnection. And it has been a wonderful time having you along and knowing that we are still having the vibe and you're still going strong. Thank you.
Sorry, Mr. Producer, but Zimbabweans, we have an album. Come and support us. I just want to demonstrate this song. Achijangu bantu akulambusya ambuja yasali nkwisa chidu jaule kwinani This is my father's language. Come and support the Mahendere. We are still there.
What's the meaning of that?
The meaning is saying many people, they are saying it's no longer happening that there is heaven, but we are going to heaven. Chidu jaule kwinani. We are going. The heavens are there. We are going.
You should teach me that language someday.
I'll find time for you.
Well, viewers and listeners, thank you so much for being with us in the program Reconnection right here on Zim DITV Radio Online. We've been talking to our guest, Brother Amos Mahendere. Wow, that's it then for this week. Meet again next week, same time. Your hostess, Liz Chengeta. It's ciao for now.
Yapinduka yatananga kumawere yamirira kuparatwa iwe chitizane upenyu wako iwe chitizane upenyu onyika ino yapinduka yatananga kumawere yamirira kuparatwa iwe chitizane upenyu wako iwe chitizane upenyu wako vazhinji vedu avana zivo upenyu wavo wavaombera votambura zvino vodiniko ngavatizire kuna mambo Jesu vazhinji vedu avana zivo upenyu wavo wavaombera votambura zvino vodiniko ngavatizire kuna mambo Jesu ngavatizire kuna mambo onyika ino yapinduka.
By Zim DITV News, a division of Sly Media Productions, specialists in social media streaming and in-house TV productions. This livecast has been powered by Zim DITV News, a division of Sly Media Productions, specialists in social media streaming and in-house TV productions. This livecast has been powered by Zim DITV News, a division of Sly Media.